I look ridiculous. But that's not what we're here to talk about. I'm always mad at the internet. I think that's fair to say. But this in particular, this whole story, everything that's came about and happened because of what happened to one person in particular has me so full of rage, and it just gets worse. These large creators that used a young woman's horrific story to make a scandal, to get clicks, to get views, to put a scandalocious name in their fucking title for clicks and views, and then just didn't look back. Didn't even think about it again after the video was posted, the views ran in, the clicks were clicked, and the checks were written. If you are a large creator and you made a video on Kayla Malec, I have one question. Have you checked on her since? No? That's what I thought. Every single one of you moved on to the next scandal, the next clickbait name in your title, because her name and that other creator's name were no longer clickbait worthy. But hey guys, my name is Mrs. Beetlejuice. Welcome to the absolute shit show that is my YouTube channel, or fuck show, whatever your flavor of the week is. If you don't know, Kayla Malec is a young, vibrant TikTok influencer, you star, beautiful woman, young woman. She's, anyways. And about a few months ago, 6 months ago now, she shared her story, her truth to millions upon millions of people. And I will urge you, just like I did in my last video, to go watch her videos that she has posted on this, because her voice deserves to be heard above all others. But I will warn you, they can be very triggering. They are very long, very detailed, and very, very vulnerable. So that's just a trigger warning there. I need water. I started new medication and my body doesn't like it. Anyways, I also know that my video can be triggering because I am very passionate about these things. It's passionate probably is the wrong word. I care very deeply about stories like this because I am also a survivor of abuse. That's a story for a different day. But I care very deeply about things like this. I'm going to go on a little tangent right now. If I see one more fucking comment that Kayla is dragging her story, I will dox you, find you, and make sure that you step on a Lego every fucking time you get out of the shower. Getting out of bed, I want to fuck up your relaxing ass shower. So when you step out of that relaxing ass, warm ass, steamy ass shower, you step on a fucking Lego and your day or evening is ruined. I don't care. Obviously, that is a joke. But you want to know what? Fighter jets. Obviously, that is a joke. But you want to know what is also a joke? You. For telling a survivor that them talking about what they went through on a public platform, anyone bravely talking about their experience and naming their abuser and attempting a modicum, a tiny amount of justice, you telling them that they're dragging shit is a joke. You're the joke. Fucking clown. I pray to whatever higher power exists that you never have to endure any kind of life-altering experience, whether that be a loved one dying, abuse, whatever, narcissism. I don't know. Sorry, that was anyway, I don't even think you could hear that. I hope you don't ever experience that, because could you imagine something horrible happened to you and you just want to talk about it? Whether that be to a friend or on the internet or to a therapist. Could you imagine if a therapist told you that you were dragging shit because 6 months after you got out of a horrific situation, you were still talking about it? Yeah, I couldn't imagine that either. It is very obvious that some of you have either A, lived a very easy life, 2, you just think that people shouldn't share their story on a public platform, a social media platform or whatever, because you're scared to share yours, or 3, you're just a fucking rage baiting troll and you need your internet privileges revoked. Like, can we implement where like you have to take an IQ test and a psych test in order to get access to the internet in any way, shape, or form. I mean, you don't have to have a very high IQ test, but you, like, obviously, like, you should pass some kind of psych standard, because I'm so fucking sick of rage baiting bullshit and fucking assholes that it makes me want to vomit. Obviously, if you're scared to talk about your own story, that's on you, and that's okay. You don't have to share your story. But if you've ever experienced anything remotely close to what Kayla Malec has went through, or any form of abuse from another person in any way, shape, or form, why would you talk down to somebody who is talking about theirs? Just because you're scared to, or you don't want to. You don't have to be scared to. You just don't have to. You don't want to. You don't want to, and you don't have to. Kayla recently posted another YouTube video, and it's just titled Healing. That's it. That's the video. I'm just kidding. And then that's beautiful. That's beautiful. And that's why I question where are these other YouTubers and shit that reported it on what happened to her and turned it into a scandal. Have you checked in on her? Do you know how her healing is journey? Do you know how her healing journey is going? Do you know that she posted another YouTube video? Do you know that she's still talking about it and she's still dealing with this and she's still going through it? No? Your silence says a lot. Your silence is fucking deafening. In this video, Kayla says that she filed these charges because the district attorney of Sumner County actually reached out to her and said that her videos were sent to them. That's amazing. I will say that is truly amazing. But at the same time, it sucks that you have to have a huge platform and get millions of views for justice to be served in any way. And she did say that she was planning on filing charges anyways, or attempting to and figuring out how to. It just worked out that the district attorney reached out to her. I just wish that justice could be served more readily and more people were believed. Point blank, period. Essentially, the DA helped her file the charges and make the case against him. And she says that she, quote, gave him the biggest fucking smile of my life when he was being taken away in handcuffs. I just want you to take a second and imagine how liberating that moment must have been. He finally confessed and said he was guilty of what he did to her. He had been denying it to everyone and anyone, said that it never happened, but in court, in front of a judge, in front of Kayla Malec herself, he said he was guilty of all charges. She said it was really hard, but a really, really, really good day and really validating. Side note, after this part, Kayla burps and girl, I can't, you get me. Sorry. You just get me. I feel like in another life, like we were friends. Just want to say that. Excuse me. Sorry. Anyways, Kayla's story obviously did not end with him going to jail. She just wasn't magically put back together and fine and healed and perfect when he was put into handcuffs. And that's where a lot of you dropped the fucking ball. All of you that used her name, not even her fucking name. I gotta stop saying that. Not even her fucking name. All of you that used her story and turned it into a scandal, dropped the fucking ball, because her story didn't end when Evan pled guilty and was sentenced. The most disappointing part of this is a lot of the creators that talked about this also talk about their history of abuse and things that they've gone through, or even true crime fucking YouTube channels. And you all turned her story into a scandal instead of a story of abuse, of what it should have been. Her story, and only her story. The little side tangent could have been a side quest. You could have made it a side quest, but no. You made it the clickbait title, and that's fucking weird. And I'm so fucking disappointed in you. And I'm so disappointed in all of you for not talking about it now. not addressing her healing video and not talking about what she is currently going through and what she's had to go through to get to where she is now. You drop the fall. Fuck. You drop the fall. You drop the fall. I'm dyslexic. Leave me alone. You drop the fucking ball and I'm disappointed in you. And I know no one's going to see this. None of those creators are going to see this. But even if one person sees this and starts to question the fucking internet world that we live in, then God fucking bless. If even one person fucking sees this and doesn't know Kayla's story and goes and looks into Kayla's story because of this and gets out of a potentially dangerous situation, then God fucking bless. I'm not even religious. Why do I keep saying God bless? I know no one's going to watch this, but I don't fucking care. I have to talk about it because I feel like if I just keep talking about it and keep being passionate about the things that I'm passionate about, someday maybe I'll make a difference. I don't know. But in my mind, I want to talk about it. I want to express that, I don't know. It's the internet. I just want to talk about it. And I think more people should talk about it. So here I am. You're welcome. In Kayla's video, she talks about how scared she was to heal. And that is so valid and so real. Do you know what that feels like? That constant state of anxiety, that feeling of knowing like you will never be the same. And like, how do you fucking navigate that? There's no rational way to even go about it because it's like you're no longer the same person, but at the same time, you're still you. Ooh, I have chills just thinking about it. It's horrific. It's horrifying. Kayla says that she coped with this by drinking and partying because she, quote, was just scared to be in her head. She wanted to forget. She didn't want to believe and think that that was her. She didn't want to remember it. And that's so fucking valid. When we go through something, we try to distract ourselves. And it doesn't matter how you do it. Obviously, doing it in a healthy way is 1,000 times better. But sometimes we do it in not so healthy ways. And like she points out in her video, distractions are a good thing in moderation, but she wasn't doing it in moderation. She says that she was angry because she was, quote, unable to look in the mirror and say, you're fine. This is all a part of healing no matter what. It's like grieving. There are stages to it and nobody is perfect. There's no linear path to it. And any form it takes, obviously, is the right path if it's done safely. Obviously, don't use drugs and alcohol to cope. That's not healthy. Basically, her drinking was making her remember and she was spiraling and essentially re-traumatizing herself over and over again by looking back on who she was before and realizing that he changed her so fundamentally as a person. Kayla explains that one night when she was talking to a friend, she finally realized that she was doing this because of how terrified she was of who she would be once she did start to heal.
It happened a lot where I would just like drink and then just like sob myself to sleep because I would try to forget everything that he did to me and try to forget everything that happened. But then when I would drink, it would just like reflush my mind and I would try to forget of how upset I was that he changed me fundamentally as a person. And then I would drink and I would just start scrolling on memories of me before I met him and me so happy and trusting and all of that. And there was one night where I was just absolutely fucking sobbing. And I realized while talking to a close person in my life that I was coping in this way literally just because I was scared. I was scared of what I would find while healing. I was scared of who I was now after healing, after everything that had happened. I was literally just scared of myself, and I was scared of realizing that this had happened to me, even though, which is so confusing to say because like obviously I knew I got abused.
Kayla, you can't put it into words because there are no words for it. You can't put it into words because it shouldn't have happened. And no one should ever have to go through what you went through. No one should ever have to experience the abuse that you endured. Nobody. That's why there aren't any fucking words for it, because it shouldn't have happened and you shouldn't be going through what you're going through now at the hands of someone else.
But it takes such a like mentally you have to like, it's I really wish I could put this shit into words. Like mentally to just sit there and know that like that was me.
That's why you can't explain it to people who haven't experienced it. because it shouldn't happen. Kayla reiterates in this video that the trauma and everything is more than just bruises, because it is. There's scars left behind that may be invisible, but they're damn near impossible to heal. And I said this in my last video. I said it in my narcissism video. There's no magic cream from them. There's no lightening cream to lighten dark spots on these mental scars of abuse. It takes a lot of fucking mental power and mental maturity to dig deep within yourself and to figure out and navigate the person that you are now. Not the person you were before, but the person you are now after getting out of that situation. How to trust another person ever again. How to feel every single emotion that you're feeling freely without that fear. She says that her first step in her journey was to just feel every emotion as it happened. Basically, every emotion that she was feeling in that moment, she would just let herself feel it and validate it, which is huge and powerful and so fucking valid. Your feelings are valid. Your journey is valid and correct and right, because it is yours and yours alone. Don't ever forget that.
Actually sit and look in the fucking mirror and be like, this was you. This happened to you. And you need to grow. And as fucked up as it is, and it's not fair that you have to sit here and now attempt to heal because of what somebody else did to you, as unfair as that is, you can do it, and you fucking have to. You fucking have to, because you don't deserve for your life to be ruined because they decided to ruin their own and because they wanted to ruin yours. Do not let them win, because this is what they would want. You know, they break you down to such a point, and even when you're out of it, it's so hard to pick yourself up because they break you.
Knowing when and how to say you're not okay is the best thing that you can do for yourself. And those you love, especially those around you, because you're giving yourself back that power over yourself, your emotions, your feelings, and your own body. Just knowing when to express and how to express that you're not okay and what you're feeling is valid, it is valid and reassuring. Kayla then talks about how she wouldn't have been able to get to that point without sharing her story. She says, quote, "I truly would not have gotten through this situation if I did not make those videos." Let's go back to the part where I talked about how people might be scared to tell their story and why they're saying that she's dragging it. But anyways, the power she reclaimed for herself by speaking her truth, whether it was to no viewers, no eyes, no nothing, just talk. Therapy, guys. Therapy. Just talk about it. Is huge. It's a huge milestone for any survivor. It takes a lot of fucking courage to talk about what you went through in detail. It's brave. The fact that people are saying you need to start healing and trying to, quote, put a timeline on her healing is so fucking gross. This type of thing is not linear. There's no timeline on it. There's no, if somebody told me that I can't cry about my father's death 3 years later, I'd probably throat punch them. Because that's weird. That's weird. That was my father. If people tried to tell me that I can't talk about my abusive ex-husband from almost 8 years ago now, I tell you, you're fucking weird, and I'm going to keep fucking talking about him because he's holed up in some other fucking state hiding from the United States government. So I'm going to keep talking about it. They might get a letter from me as to where he works, but cut that. Kayla Malec's feelings are her own. Let her feel them. Who are you to say shit about it? If you don't like it, don't watch. Move along. Save your comment for some fucking alpha bro. I don't fucking know. Shut up. You look stupid. Let her feel her feelings, okay? I am so proud of Kayla. I know that doesn't mean shit, but I am so proud of her and anyone else that validates their own feeling at whatever stage of healing or grief or journey they are in their life. It's, I keep saying powerful, but it's so fucking powerful and meaningful. No matter what, no matter if there's 1,000 people listening to you, one person listening to you, or no people listening to you, it does not matter. It is so validating and it is so powerful. And it really does show what a truly intelligent and amazing human Kayla truly is. To be able to be that vulnerable with her truth, but also speak so well and elegant and just be so well spoken at such a young age. And after what she went through. She did not get the respect that she deserves, and she still doesn't, because y'all fucking haven't said shit about it. Please watch her healing video. Listen to her, hear her. Listen to the others that have the courage to speak up about what they've gone through. Be the person that speaks up. Wow, I really got out of frame on that. If you see something, say something. Don't just sit and watch. Stop being a bystander. What's that fucking quote? The only evil in the world is the evil of a man who sits back and does nothing. I don't fucking know. I'm stupid. I don't know shit about shit. I'll also stop being an asshole troll. Like, the trolling, the rage baiting is so fucking weird. Y'all are fucking weird. Just sit down, shut the fuck up, and listen. Find an ounce of compassion in your tiny little fucking amoeba pea brain and say her fucking name. Kayla Malec. She's not a victim. She is not dragging shit for fucking views. She's not fucking dragging a thing other than you other fucking weirdos in her fucking comments saying dragging shit in her fucking dust trail as she leaves you all fucking behind. Because she is light years ahead of you as far as maturity goes. And I guarantee you, most of you are above the age 25. And that's real fucking sad because your brain is fully developed and she is far more mentally and emotionally intelligent than you are. She is not a fucking victim. She is a beautiful young woman. She is a survivor. She is a fucking warrior. And she is a goddamn human being. Like I said, I don't think Kayla will ever see this. I don't think anyone will ever see this. But I want to reiterate that there are thousands upon thousands, millions of people that are so fucking proud of you. That are so fucking grateful for you. Some of us might never get justice for what happened to us. Some of us are still navigating our new normal and how to start our own healing journey. It was not our fault. It's never our fault. We are not responsible for the actions of others. We are just the survivors of those actions, period. We are not dramatic. We are not lying. We stayed because we were terrified. We left because we wanted to live. We chose ourselves. We chose our lives. We took that risk of leaving because we wanted to survive. Like, I can't say it enough. We're not fucking victims. We are fucking survivors.
I feel like a lot of the times the reason you stay is because you're fucking scared. You're fucking terrified. You're literally so terrified. And when it comes to an abusive relationship, the ups and the downs are literally like a drug. Like, it's a drug. Like, you get a max amount of dopamine and then it's crush, and a max amount of dopamine, it's love bombing. It's a fucking drug. And then when abuse comes in, there's fear, and it is a fucking horrible concoction of bullshit. And it's not fair to blame somebody for being in a relationship like that, and it's not fair to blame somebody on why they didn't leave sooner. And if that has ever happened to you, I want you to know that, like, I get you and I fucking love you, and you are so fucking strong.
That's all. Thank you for watching. If you did, please go watch Kayla's videos if you can. Say her fucking name and make those creators that took her story and turned it into a fucking scandal aware of the fact that she is healing and doing great despite their despicable behavior. I hope you're having a great day or night, wherever the fuck you're at in the world. Don't do anything I wouldn't do. Make good choices. Stay safe. And I love you. And you're okay. Okay, bye.
I had to stop allowing people's questions like that affect my mental, because it would make me question myself and question my strength and question a lot of things about myself when it wasn't my fault and it's not my fault. And I can't blame myself for somebody's horrible fucking actions that led to changing me, you know? That's not my fault. That's not my fault. And now, as much as, you know, and this was like probably one of the hardest things I had to deal with, was looking back at old videos of myself and realizing that I will never be the same girl. I will never be as trusting, and I will never not have PTSD, and I will never be the person I was before this happened to me because I didn't have this trauma. I had to get to a point where I'm excited to see how amazing this new chapter is and how strong I can be, and to see old parts of myself coming back and becoming who I was again, but stronger and better and, you know, more wary, maybe a little less trusting, which probably for the best. But taking these negatives and looking at them in a positive light is what I had to do. I'm now at the point where I'm like, I'm so excited to see where I'm at in a year, and I'm so excited that I won't let this happen to me again. And I'm happy that I'm not as trusting, and I'm happy I know what to look out for, and I'm happy that I was able to save a lot of women, and I'm so fucking happy for that. And I know me before all of this would be so proud, and it's okay. Like, it's just okay.